Hey, what's going on, y'all? Uh, Broncos, diehard Broncos fan here, just stressed the hell out. Frustrating loss all across the board. All facets of our games just disappointing today. Offense, defense. I don't even really want to special teams. I guess you could say. I'm just throwing them in there too, man. Fuck it. Um, Nathaniel Hackett, one of the worst coaching debuts I've ever seen, bro. Especially for somebody who's well, I guess you can't really say too much about his offense because he did have Aaron Rodgers, right? He had one of the best wide receivers in the game, and Devontae Adams, who's a top three wide receiver in the NFL. So it can mask some of that. I mean, he did make some things shake with the Packers a little bit, but so this offense hasn't he was just the offensive coordinator, right, with the Packers. He wasn't the head coach. He wasn't in charge of the managerial decisions of a team, right? So first of all, none of our starters played any preseason games, like no meaningful, like Russell Wilson, Cortland Sutton, Jerry Jeudy, Javonte Williams. None of these guys were playing preseason games, so we already don't have that continuity and chemistry and live speed. And you can kind of tell from that first half, we was kind of lackadaisical on offense. Few bad penalties here and there. Our red zone offense were just at red zone. Oh my goodness, the red zone offense play calling was just atrocious. The execution was atrocious. Everything was just everything was just bad, honestly. Offensively, and then we still put up and it's crazy because we still put up some solid numbers. I probably could go check it, and I can probably let's go. I don't even need to check it, but I know Russell Wilson threw for over 300 yards. I know Javonte Williams and Melvin Gordon they combined for at least 100 rushing yards, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I can verify that right now. So, yeah, it was. Javonte Williams had 7 carries for 43 yards. Melvin Gordon had 12 carries for 58. Russell Wilson had a 2-yard carry. So, that was 20 carries for 103. So, a 5.2 yards per carry average. So, we had 100 rushing yards. We had 340 passing yards from Russell Wilson, and all we was able to muster was 16 points. We got stopped on fourth down. We got stopped on 4th and 1 in the goal line twice. The first time was a Melvin Gordon fumble where Javonte Williams should have been in the game. That's just bad play calling, right? Like that's bad situational football. That's bad managerial football right there. If you're a head coach, if you know, like, there's no way he doesn't know that Javonte Williams he's been top 5 the last 2 seasons in yards after contact, man. Like, oh my God, there's no way on the 1 yard line you say I'm gonna give the ball to Melvin Gordon, bro. On fourth down. Nah, I'm not even mad. If you want to give it to him on first, second, I probably still wouldn't even give it to him on third down. First or second downs is fine with me, but third and fourth down, when you have Javonte Williams on your team, you give the ball to Javonte Williams, right? So that's where we fucked up right there. We didn't give the ball to Javonte Williams. Melvin Gordon gets the ball. He's not plowing through anybody. He gets kind of stuffed and fumbles, right? Put Javonte Williams there, he's getting that 1 yard. I can promise you that he's getting that 1 yard. Then the second time, the line gets pushed. We actually have Javonte Williams in the backfield. The line gets pushed into the backfield. Like the offensive line they just got pushed off the ball. They just got killed in the trenches right there, right? Um, Killed in the trenches. The play, like I said, the play calling was bad, and especially in the red zone, goal line area. Execution was bad. Russell Wilson and Cortland Sutton. Let's talk about Russell Wilson and Cortland Sutton. The chemistry doesn't seem to be there on the goal ball yet. So, these guys they hooked up. What I think they might have hooked up on like 4 out of the 5, like maybe 5 targets. I don't think Sutton had that many targets. Russell Wilson kind of spread the wealth around. Oh, actually, yeah, no, I'm lying. Actually, Cortland Sutton had 7 targets. I know one of them. He drew a pass interference, And I think he had two. Yeah, yeah, he had. I'm tweaking right there because I remember he threw two jump balls that didn't go Cortland Sutton's way. And then one of them was a pass interference, and two of them was just bad throws. One of them should have been picked off. He threw in the end zone. Quandre Diggs dropped the pick, and we ended up getting a field goal out of that. That was just a terrible goal ball because he threw like Sutton had out like I think Woolen was guarding him, the rookie Woolen. He had Tariq Woolen had inside leverage, and Russell Wilson threw the ball inside instead of throwing it outside. Probably should have been back pylon or something like that, or back shoulder throw. He threw it inside. Quandre Diggs dropped the pick. Another time, he threw it. He threw another jump ball to him again. He threw it inside. And then even the one where he got the pass interference, he threw it inside, and Cortland Sutton had to do a little bit of acting and actually fight to go inside for the ball to get the PI. So the chemistry doesn't seem to be there on that. For those two guys on the go ball, Jerry Judy had a solid game. He did have one bad drop, but I don't. I think we still scored that possession, so it didn't really matter. Oh no, pause. That was actually the last drive. We still ended up getting the first down, so that didn't really affect us per se. But all in all, he had a pretty good game. 4 catches for 102, a TD, long TD. Had a 67 yard touchdown. A lot of that came on catch and run. Probably had about 30 yak yards on that. So good game from him. The defense played bad. A lot of penalties. We had a lot of penalties today. Way more than we should have. But I guess you can give the excuse of we didn't really play together in the preseason. So we had 12 penalties for 106 yards. A lot of those were third, and a lot of our defensive penalties came on third downs too, bro. When we needed to stop, we just couldn't get it. And I almost forgot about this. The first drive of the game, we had Bradley Chubb playing man coverage on Will Disley. What in the fucking world is that play calling? Why is he in pass coverage? We're doing the same shit that we did to Von Miller, where we were dropping him in coverage way too much, man. Way too much, bro. Like, that should be like, and if we're gonna drop him in the coverage, it should be zone. There's no way we're playing man coverage and we're dropping Bradley Chubb in the coverage. We're not confusing nobody. I don't care if it's Geno Smith. We're not confusing nobody with that shit. They're gonna attack it every time. And Will Disley, I mean not Will Disley, Geno Smith on that exact play where Will Disley scored that TD where Will Disley was just super wide open, nobody around him. We just walked in the end zone. Bradley Chubb, his natural instincts kicked in. You can see he dropped back on Will Disley, and as soon as Geno Smith climbed the pocket, he left Will Disley completely. He just said, I'm gonna chase Geno Smith from getting that first down. Then they cracked this 30-yard bomb over our head, touchdown. So, um, that's just terrible play calling. You don't put your players in. You could say that's bad awareness by Bradley Chubb, but you don't put your guys in that type of a situation who don't play coverage. Like he's a pass rusher, not a he's not a cover linebacker, safety, a corner. He pass rushes, right? And if you are gonna put, like I said, if you are gonna put him in coverage, let it at least be zone where he's playing like a somewhere like a hook the curl zone or whatever, where he's just playing something 5 yards or so, right? Or he just drops straight to the flat. Something simple. Where he doesn't have to really do too much. So that's one. That's the one. That's another big takeaway. Russell Wilson and his clock management, right? I don't know if this was late play calling. I don't even feel like it was play calling because I seen plenty of times where we would have we with the where these guys lined up. It was maybe 22 seconds or so, and the play clock goes to 5 seconds or below every single play, bro. That this pace of play is so horrific, bro. I understand we were playing in Seattle on the road in a hostile environment, but when you get yards, bro, we gotta speed up the tempo. We have to speed up the tempo. We have to put some pressure on the Seahawks defense, bro. We're letting these dudes line up and tee off on the ball. And honestly, there's plenty of times. I thought a few times the guys might have been offsides. Um, but if you really watch that game, the edge rushers and Wosu, I don't know who the other guy was. I don't know if it was Darrell Taylor or not, but whoever the other guy was, they were getting off on the snap of the ball every single time, timing the shit out of the snap of the ball because we're snapping the ball with under 5 seconds, damn near every single play. And it was at least, if I had to guess, we snapped the ball with at least 1 second or 0 seconds on the play clock at least 7 to 8 times, bro. We did that at least 7 to 8 times, bro, where we got it to 1 second or below, bro. We had maybe two, we had about two delayed games as well, two or three delayed games. Oh man, it was just all in all, this was just a bad game, opening game for the Broncos. Now, if you guys are watching this, you can see that I clearly have a picture of Russell Wilson. Uh, the Adam Schefter tweet talking about how he got the 296 million from us, the Broncos, man. And I just left this up there to show you guys. To this, I saved this for last drive of the game, 4th and 5. We're probably at like our own 50. We're probably at like our own 45-yard line, 4th and 5. All we gotta do. I don't remember where it was at, bro. I'm actually lying because we kicked a 60-some-yard field goal, so we're probably on like their 40-something-yard line, right? Why in the hell are we kicking a 62? I mean a 64-yard field goal. We just paid the quarterback 296 million. You telling me you can't trust Russell Wilson to get 5 yards with all that space? We're not inside the red zone, the like goal line area where it's compact, right? It's not like it's a compact place and it's gonna be a struggle to, you got to put the ball in tight windows. It's a bunch of space in the world, and we can't trust Russell Wilson to get 5 yards, bro. A $296 million quarterback. I mean, if we're gonna make just dumb coaching decisions like that, we could have kept Vic Fangio for all of that, man. Like, uh, and I don't even. It is so bad because I don't even think if we have Russell Wilson, there's no way I don't even think with Drew Lock, Vic Fangio doesn't kick a field goal right. He does not kick a 64-yard field goal. No way, no way, no way. 65. And just to make matters worse, bro, I'm gonna show you guys something, and we're gonna end the video like that. Look at this mention I got, right? Brandon McManus. Hold on, why is not going through? Man, let's click it from here. Brandon McManus, career history on 62 plus yard field goals. 0 for 6. He's 1 for 8 on field goals over 60 yards. So you're telling me you trusted a kicker over your $296 million quarterback? I just don't get it, bro. I honestly don't get it, bro. And Broncos we started out 0-1. Seattle, Geno Smith outplayed us. Man, just a bad game all in all. With that being said, I'm out of here, man. Peace. Let's die.